Okay, so right now I'm going to tell you something really fancy. Okay, chapter. This is something like it's exactly talking about the same thing，但是呢看起来很帅。你看啊，36，然后一条竖线，then you have a three here. Okay, Oliver, that means 36 is divisible by 3. Get it? Okay, we can also say 24 is divisible by 3 and 24 is divisible by 2. Get it, Daniel? Daniel, 你为什么有一种你要被太阳晒死的感觉？就感觉有一个太阳在你的正上方，然后再加上你后面是海滩和椰子树，我感觉你已经要被太阳晒成汗的那种感觉。Okay, so everybody, let's take a look at this one. Okay, if one number is divisible by one number, for instance, A is divisible by C, B is also divisible by C, so A plus B is divisible by C as well, and A minus B divisible by C. What does it mean? Okay, so let's take a look at this one, Jason. 36 is divisible by 3. 24 is divisible by 3. So 36 plus 24 is also divisible by 3, and 36 minus 24 is also divided by 3. Get it, everybody? Understand? OK，好，下面一个好，小朋友能不能把这个先抄下来 ？OK，so A divisible by C, B divisible by C, so that's why A plus B divisible by C and A minus B divisible by C。好，每个小朋友先把这个抄下来，抄在自己的纸上。Okay, when you finish, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to move forward. Okay, so chapter and Oliver, Jason, let me just tell you a secret how I learn it. Okay, Elaine, 老师在做学生的时候，我怎么做啊？Chapter, as usual, everybody cannot remember everything. 我跟你们一样的，A over C, B over C。我就想说，到底是 A 可以被 C 整出来，还是 C 可以被 A 整出来？我有的时候也会想不清楚。OK。So what is the best way of remember that, Oliver? Is putting example nearby this one. Understand, chapter? 这个是最好的办法。你放一个 example 在这儿，36 over 3 and 24 over 3. That's why 36 minus 24 is divisible by 3 and 36 plus 24 is divisible by 3. Get it, everybody? 你看，你把这个放在旁边，你看到这个乱七八糟的一堆东西，you won't feel confused. Understand, chapter? Because when you have those ones, you know, everybody is the same. You feel confused. Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. If a number is divisible by B times C, so this number is divisible by B. Also, this number is divisible by C. What example? So everybody, do you want to make an example by yourself? It's going to be very helpful for you to remember all those concepts. Okay, give me example. Give me example. So for instance, 6.
Is
36 is divisible by 6, right? And 36 is divisible by 2, and 36 is divisible by 3. Get it? Chapter? Get it, Daniel? 对不对？每个人给我一个 example. 来 Elaine.
10 is divisible by 5 and 10 is divisible by 2. And
你不好 20 is divisible by 10 的 and 20
okay,
is divisible
20.
by 2. 20 is very good. Okay. Jason, give me an example.
4 is divisible by 1. 2
不行，
is
没
divisible.
不能 one， 不可以 one。
1 is divisible by 4.
No， 没有
No?
one 怎么会 divisible by 4呢？
4 divided by 1.
不可以 one。
Wow. Okay, 12 is divisible by 2. 2 is divisible by 2 or 1.
Jason, get a bigger number. Come on.
All right. 50 is divisible by 10, and
50 is
2
divisible by 2 and 5, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, Oliver, give me an example. Oliver, give me an example. Example. 你看又开始老谈了，快点。Oliver, give me an example. 那肯定在看别的东西了，对不对？好了，又今天抓到除了 Jason 以外，抓到一个 Oliver，OK？ Oliver. So if we have a number, okay, for instance, this number is A, okay? This number is divisible by B times C, and this number is also divisible by B, and this number is divisible by C. Can you give me an example? So you can see Jason has given me 50 is divisible by 10. So that's why 50 is divisible by 2 and 50 is divisible by 5. Okay, can you give me an example? And Chapter and Daniel, while I'm talking to Oliver and Jason, I want you to get prepared, okay? I don't want to wait. This is totally wasting time. Okay, Oliver, 快点。
36 is divisible by 6.
这不就是刚才我用的 example 吗？不行，不能用我的，换一个。
42 is divisible by 6.
Yeah, 42 is divisible by 6, so 42 is divisible by 2, and 42 is divisible by 3. Okay, very good. Okay, chapter.
Oh no. 12 is divisible by 4, and 8 is divisible by 4.
No, chapter. This number is not changed, okay? So it's 12 is divisible by 12, you can say. So 12 is divisible by 3, and 12 is divisible by 2. Or is 12 is divisible by 6, you know, this number is not changed. 你又弄到前面那个题目去了。现在是说 12 is divisible by 2 times 3. So that's why 12 is divisible by 2, and also 12 is divisible by 3. Understand? Okay, Daniel, give me an example.
72 is divisible by 9.
So what's 72 is divisible by what?
9.
Okay. So 72, 你哪里这个数字就不好呀？那哪里等于3乘以3？你要两个不一样的呀！我就Elaine，我们两个人到角落去哭去算了，真是 Jason 这样子看起来还算不错的，真是。我刚才想骂 Jason。
72 is divisible by 3 and 2.
3 times 2, right? 啊，那就比如说6，比如说3乘以4，对不对？那 divisible by 3 and 72 is divisible by 4，可不可以 ？OK， 都可以的啊，好不好？就这个记住了 ，OK？Can you put this one, write it down? So when A is divisible by B times C, so A is divisible by B and A is divisible by C. And put example underneath. Okay, Oliver, taking notes. 不要再玩电脑啦。没有玩，对不对？没有玩，那好，没有，快点写下来，快点笔记记下来，不然的话，老师要跑到你家里来了啊。
I am.
OK，好，小朋友们，这个写好啦。OK, so let's take line number C. OK, so if A is divisible by B, and B is divisible by C. Okay, so A is also divisible by C. Okay, so this one's really different. OK, 看好啦。如果10 is divisible by OK， 这个太小了，我们用大一点的。Take notes. OK， 这个不难的啊。40 is divisible by 8. 8 is divisible by 4. So that's why 40 is divisible by 4. Get it, everybody? Because of this 1 and 2, you have 3. Chapter, understand? You have 40 divisible by 8 and 8 divisible by 4. So that's why 40 divisible by 4. Okay, everybody, I give you 1 minute. Jason, 不要再玩了。OK, 手里面这个。OK, 每个小朋友自己准备一个 example. Okay, so now I give you enough time. Okay, so first one, Oliver, can you give me an example? 那我让你想了那么长时间，一个都没想出来。
32 divided by 4, and 4 is divisible by 2.
That's why
32 is divisible by 2.
Very good. Good job. Okay, next one, chapter.
50 is divisible by 10.
Very good.
10 is divisible by 5.
That's why.
50 is divisible by 5.
Very good. Good job, chapter. Chapter 比 Oliver 好。Oliver 都是现想的。那我让你想的时间，你在干嘛呢？肯定在折纸飞机。跟 Jason 两个人比谁折的纸飞机飞得比较远。OK， 来 Daniel。
For the okay. 144
144 is divisible by
is divisible by 3 and 4.
什么 3 and 4？ 你又在前面，我们已经到第3个里面了，你前面在不在听啊 ，Daniel？
Oh, I thought B. It's divisible by 12.
Okay, divisible by 12. Then what? 12 is
12 is divisible by 3.
okay, so that's why.
144 is divisible by 3.
Very good. Okay, good job. Okay, Elaine, can you tell me? Give me an example.
1,200 is divisible by 240. 240 is divisible by 60. So 1,200 is divisible by 60.
Very good. 哎，你们看看啊，这数字多好！来 ，Jason 折小飞机的那个，快告诉我。
If 16,384 is divisible
6,384 is divisible by what?
128,
Okay.
then 128 is divisible by 64.
Okay.
So 16,384 is divisible by 64.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, very good. Okay, everybody giving the example so you understand this one better. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. The sum of 2008 and a number n is divisible by 13 and 19. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 2008 plus n, correct? Chapter understand? The sum of 2008 and a number is divisible by 13 and 2008 plus n is divisible by 19, right? Okay, 那我们刚想一想用的是什么？是不是 A divisible by B, A divisible by C? So that's why A is also divisible by A times C, correct? Everybody? So we have this one. So that means 2008 plus n equals 13 times 19. Okay, so we know 13 times 19 equals what? 247, right? So of course it's going to be 2008 plus a number. 这个 n 是什么？大于等于0的，对不对？ Okay, so we can just try different answer. 这个2470是不是必须要大于2008呀？乘以，对不对？ So 247 times 8 equals 1,976, which is even smaller than 2008. This is not enough. So let's try 2,247 times 9 equals 2223. So it's greater than 208. Okay, so 2008 minus 2223 minus 2008 equals 215. So the smallest value of the number n is 215. But is that 如果它没有让你找 smallest value of n, so n could be what? Could be 215. And could be 215 plus 247, and could be 215 plus 247 times 2, and 215 plus 217 plus 3. So if there's no find the smallest value, this number could be unlimited. Get it, everybody? Okay, so if you want to write, you can say it's 215 plus 247 times x.
I think that the A divided by A times C is supposed to be B times C.
No, that's the same thing. It doesn't matter A or
Oh.
B. Yeah, and the number doesn't matter, right? So it's as long as this is a number. So yeah, you can use B divisible by whatever. The number is as long as you understand it's A is divisible by a number, and A is also divisible by another number. So A must be divisible by these two numbers times together. Get it, everybody? Okay, so chapter, do you understand why we get this one? Because if you divisible a number, it must be the multiple of this number, right? Because this number is equals to 247 divisible by 247, right? 2008 plus n. So this number must be the multiple of 247, correct? So 247 times 1, obviously, it's too small. 对不对？它这个数是不是肯定是247的倍数？对不对？那我们就只要去找一个数去乘以247，最接近2008就可以了。Understand, everybody? Okay, so if you understand it, we're going to immediately go to take a look, okay? Okay, let's take a look at this one, number 2. The sum of 1997 and a number is divisible by 23 and 19. Find the smallest possible value of this number. Exactly the same question. Okay, so I have received. Oh, yeah. Daniel，我觉得你肯定觉得我是个白痴。你知道 Daniel 每发一个消息给我，都要发100遍，都没有完的，你知道吗？就比如说他发一个5，他要发要发100个5给我才算完。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 1997 plus a number, okay, is divisible by 23 times 19. Correct, everybody? So we can see 23 times 19 equals what? So 437, correct? Okay, so what is the closest one? I can guess, right? Because if it is 4 times 437, it's not enough. So I go 437 times 5. So 5, 8, 2, 1. So 2185 minus 1997 equals 8 and 8 and 1. So because it's 437 times 5 equals 1997 plus n. Okay, so why it is times 5? Because if it is times 4, this one will be 1748. So 1748, do this, will be making n a negative number. So must be 1997 plus n equals 2185. So n equals 188. Good job, chapter. Good job, Carrie Law. 怎么还有个 Carrie Law？哦，是 Oliver。Daniel， 你发给我的是什么东西啊？Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. The product of 693 and a number is a square number. What does a square number mean? That means equals a times a. Get it, chapter? Okay, so that means a square number, okay? What is the smallest possible value of n? Okay, so remember, I told you, product is better than the sum. Why? Because if you take a look at this one, so chapter, if I have 12 times 12 equals 144, right? How do I know 144 is a square number? Because 144, if you just do the short division, you're going to find out it's actually equals something like that. Correct? So if you take a look at this one, it's 2 times 2 times 3 and times 2 times 2 times 3. Get it? You can just putting them into like Lego piece. So we're going to do the same thing because we don't know n equals what. Correct, everybody? But we can put 693 into Lego pieces first. Divisible by 3. So 2, 3, 1. And divisible by 11 equals 21. And divisible by 3 equals 7. Okay, so the good thing, we already find a pair of 3. So 3 and 3. Right, for the 8, we have 3 and 3. So 11, we need another 11. So n need to have another 11. And for the 7, in order to make them paired, I need another 7. So that's why the n equals what? 11 times 7 equals 77. Do you understand, everybody? Chapter, understand? Okay, because we have, for 693, we have 3 squared and plus 11 and plus 7. In order to make them equals a square number, we have to make everything have squared. So you can see we're missing 1. We only have 1, 11, and 1, 7. So just to make n equals what? Equals 11 times 7. So we have 11 squared and 7 squared, right? So that's why the n equals 77. Get it, everybody? Okay, so this one's pretty easy. Let me just find out if we have, we don't have this question, the similar question, but don't worry about it, okay? I can make one for you, okay? So everybody. Okay, so let's make this one, okay? I make a question for you. So 3300 and a number is times together equals a square number. So could you please find out the smallest possible value of n? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 3300, if you divide it by 2, you can divide it by 10. Okay, so equal 330 divided by 10 equals 33 and divided by 11 and 3, correct? So very easy because we already have a 10 squared times 11 and times 3. So how do we do it? Very easy. 11 times 3 equals 33. Very easy. Okay, Daniel, why you stop sending me the number, then you keep sending me the signal, like the question mark. That's ridiculously insane. Okay, so find the possible value of a 6-digit 568 ABC so that it can be divisible by 3, 4, and 5. So everybody, I want to ask you a very simple question. Do you still remember what kind of number can be divisible by 3? What kind of number can be divisible by 4? And what kind of number can be divisible by 5? Jason? Can you tell me? 不要再玩了啊。
Pardon?
What kind of number can be divisible by 3?
And
Any number can be divisible by 3? 你在说什么？我们一个也听不见。这个太难了，还要
the
让
number
嗯哼，
adds the number sum add
我听不见，你把声音关掉了，大哥。
wait any digit the digits of the number that add up to 3.
Okay, so how about what kind of number can be divisible by 4?
Oh, the last 2 digits are divisible by 4.
Okay. No, and how about 5?
Anything that ends with a 0 or 5.
Very good. 好了，那我们看一下 based on that, C can only be what? C can only be 0, correct? Correct, because if C is 5, then this number cannot be divisible by 4. 4 is an even number. Correct? So now the question became 568 AB 0. Okay, so now the question is only discussed about A and B. So now I want you to plus 5 plus 6 plus 8, right? 5 plus 6 plus 8 equals what? Equals 19, right? And in order to make these two numbers divisible by 4, we can make what? 0, 0, 20, 40, 60, and 80, correct? Everybody? Okay, so now I want you to do 19 plus 2 equals 21. So A could equals 2, B could equal, sorry. 2 is fine, sorry. What I'm doing. Okay, so you can see, and when B equals 2, this is 21, so this is fine. So A could equals what? A could equals to 0, 3, 6, and 9. Correct? Okay, when, oh, sorry, I should starting with 0. I cannot starting with 2. I should starting with 0. Okay, when B equals 0, so it's 5, 6, 8, A, 0, 0, right? So this one, let's see. Obviously, plus together equals 19. It cannot equals to divisible by 3. So we need to change A equals what? 2. So it's 568 200, 568 500, and 568 800. Correct? Okay, so that's the first example. So the second one is when B equals 2. So it's 568 820. Because for this one, obviously they already fit for the numbers divisible by 4 and also the numbers divisible by 5. So we just discussed about A. So when this one is 21, because 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 2 is 21, this is already divisible by 3. So A could equals to 0, 3, and 6, and 9. So it's having this sets of the number. Okay, so let's see, when B equals 400, so it's 568 A 40, and we discussed about 568 A 60 and 568 A 80. Get it, everybody? Okay, so they're gonna have all the list of the possible answers. Okay, so if you do you understand this one? If you don't understand, you can ask me right now. 都懂了? Okay, if you understand, we're going to move forward. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Find the value of a plus b plus c. If 173a is divisible by 9, 173b is divisible by 11, and 173c is divisible by 6. Come on. Come on. Okay. 小朋友们做好了吗? Okay, Elaine has finished. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So ABC 1730A is divisible by 9. Daniel, can you tell me A equals what? Do you still remember what is the divisibility rule of 9?
A is 1
Why it is 1?
because all the number like the sum of all
一
numbers.
加7加3加1可以被纠正出来。我们看看啊，
Oh, my bad, my
1加
bad.
1等于几啊？等于12，12可以被纠正出来。
No,
那 a 等于几啊？ 1
8.
7
No, 7.
对啊 so a could only equal 7, correct, chapter? Because 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 7 equals 18. 18 could be divisible by 9, so a equals 7. Okay, so 173b is divisible by 11. Okay, so then Oliver, can you tell me what kind of number could be divisible by 11?
Um,
又没有做，那你在干什么呢？你都会了，Oliver。那陆老师的课不用上了，
I was still doing it.
那不可能的 ，It's impossible. Okay, so Jason, do you still remember what is the divisibility rule? It's
For 11,
yeah.
it's like
Zigzag, right?
Oh,
So 7
yeah,
plus b.
zigzag.
So 7 plus b minus 4 is divisible by 11. So 7 plus b minus 4. So basically, 3 plus b must be divisible by 11. So b equals what? 8. Very good. Okay, last but not least is this number is divisible by 173. C is divisible by 6. Okay, so chapter, what is the divisibility rule of 6?
I forgot.
So 6 is both of them divisible by 2 and 3. Okay, so when is 2, that means C must be even number. And 3, that means all these numbers plus together must be divisible by 3. So you can take a look at this one. So when C equals 0, so 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3 equals 11. So 11 is not divisible by 12. So C cannot equals to 0. So let's try 2. So 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 equals 13. Still no. And 4. So 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 4 equals 15. Oh, 15 can be divisible by 3. So C could equals to 5. Maybe more, right? So let's see. 6. So 17, no. 8. 19, no. So that's it. So C could only equals 5. So what is the value of A plus B plus C? So it's A plus B plus C equals 7 plus 8 plus 5. So answer is 20. Get it? Okay, everybody? So if you make mistakes, understand chapter. If you forgot the divisibility rule of 6, it's very easy. Remember, we have learned it. If a number is divisible by 6, that means this number must be divisible by 2 times 3, which is this number must be divisible by 2, and this number must be divisible by 3. Correct? We learned it earlier for the concept in number 1. Correct? Okay, everybody, so we're learning that. Okay, so let's go back to the example questions. Okay, so let's take a look at number 4. If 3ab is written 100 times in this way, so 3ab 3ab 这个看起来就很像 Daniel 喜欢做的事情。Daniel 最喜欢做这个事情了。3ab 3ab 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 写100次。Daniel 你看这道题你肯定要做了啊 because this is definitely you. It will become a multiple of 91. Find the value of A and B. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Everybody, do you know 91 is what? The prime factorization of intermediate, we can learn that 1001 equals 7 times 11 times 13. Okay, please write it down. 把这个背下来。Okay, so everybody, if you copy this down, you're gonna know that 如果有一个数字是，比如说so 3ab times 1001 equals 3ab equals 3ab times 11 times 91, correct? OK, 好，我们现在这样子啊，小朋友们，你们要这样子看一下，因为我知道你们不知道，把325乘以1001等于多少？来做一下，325乘以1001等于多少？自己做一下。
325
Very good. Equals 325, 325, right? Get it? So you know that 325 times what? 100, 100, 100, 1001. A lot of 100个001才得出来什么？ 3ab, 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 3ab. Get it, everybody? Okay, so there are altogether 99 of 1001. There. Okay, so that means if you can prove that in 1001 there's a factor of 91, so this whole thing is having the product of 91. Can I get it, everybody? Because if a number is divisible by, because we have learned it, if a number is divisible by a times b, so this number, sorry, c is divisible by a times b, so c must be divisible by a, and c must be divisible by b as well, right? So because 3ab is divisible by 11 times 91, so that's why 3ab is divisible by 91. So 3ab, and a lot of 3ab also divisible by 91. Get it, everybody? Okay, so we can find out the value. They want to find out the value of 91. So this is very easy. So it could be anything, right? Now the 550 pairs is written as 1,000. So 3ab equals this one. Therefore, any ab, it could be like that. It doesn't matter which ab, right? It could be anything. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. Okay, a class monitor helped his teacher collect some money from 72 students for a moving outing. 什么意思啊？一共有72个小朋友交钱去看电影，对不对？好了，小朋友们，我问你一下，他交出来的这个钱 ，the money they collected must be divisible by 72. Do you understand why? 对不对? Because the money they give it to the collector must be the same. For instance, if each of the people give $3.25 for the moving outing, it could be 3.25 times 72. So that's why the total number must be divisible by 72. Correct? Understand, Oliver, Chopper? And Jason, we need to mute Jason, okay? So let's take a look at this one. So the record of money collected was accidentally smeared with water, and only 3 digits of the total cash amount can be seen. 就是什么71.5什么, okay? So there's something is cannot be word legible. Help the class monitor to figure out the correct amount of money he had corrected. Okay, everybody think about it. Well, I have already helped you, okay? So it's always what? It must be divisible by 72. 对不对? It's always divisible of 72. Think about it, okay? So this number must be divisible by 72, 对不对? 好了，我想问一下 Elaine， 老师有没有教过你们72 的 divisibility?
Divisible by 8 and divisible by 9.
Very good. This number must be divisible by 8, and this number must be divisible by 9. We have learned the divisibility rule of 8 and 9, correct? Okay, you
I have
can.
a question.
Yes.
How is X number with a 0.5 divisible by
你
72?
可以把这个小数点弄掉，把这个小数，那你看3.25乘以72，它就是有小数点的呀，说明它的票子的那个是有小数点，那你就把它当成没有小数点来做嘛，就是什么 something 715 something, you just take something like that， 然后小数点再把它加回去。老师去上个厕所啊。 那小朋友们想想看，这个是72的倍数，对不对？这边只有一个数字 ，they only have two number missing， 会不会是100.5乘以72的？会不会？It's impossible, right？ 对不对？也不可能100点太大 is too big, so it's just a 3-digit number. So 3-digit number times 70. So okay, so it won't be very big. Okay, so you can see 15 something is divisible by 8. You're just using 150 what divided by 8 equals 1, 8, and 70. There's only one possible answer. Here is 9. Get it, everybody? Because it can only be 9. It's 150, sorry, 2. What I'm doing. It must be 2 here. Correct, everybody? In order to make this number divisible by 8. So now let's take a look at this one. So if this one's 2, so what is the number here? So 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 equals what? Equals 15. So this one must be what? Must be 3. Because this one equals 18. And 18 is divisible by 9. Jason, good job. Elaine, good job. Understand, Oliver? Understand chapter? Daniel 已经把摄像头都关掉了。摄像头一关掉，我就觉得哎，不知道在干嘛。Okay, I'm going to explain again. Okay, so if you have the digital, just to take the digital away because digital doesn't mean anything. Okay, sorry, it's something 715 something, and because we know there are 72 students, so that means this number must be divisible by 72, right? And because 72 is a huge number, so I know it must be divisible by 8, and also this number is divisible by 9. What kind of number can be divisible by 8? The last 3 digit can be divisible by 8, then this whole number can be divisible by 8. So 1, 5, and something divisible by 8. So 1, 8, and 70 something, and 9. So 72. So the answer is 2. Chapter understand? Why it is 2? Because if you put any other number, there's nothing 70 something can be divisible by 8, correct? So now you have 7, 1, 5, 2. So 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 equals 15, right? So 15 plus what can be divisible by 9? There's only possible answer 3 because 18 is divisible by 9. Got it, everybody? Okay, so let's take a look at number 4. The product of 2860. 这个已经对，这个第4题我们第4题肯定会做啊，第4题做一下。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So for this one, I know it's 2860 times a number equals a square number. Correct, everybody? So equals a number times a times a. So you need to make the left side of the equation must be everything is like a number squared or numbers 4 times or something like that. So 2860 divided by 2, 1430 divided by 10. Sorry, I'm going to divide it by 5 or 2, sorry. So it's 7 and 15 and 5, so 1, 4, and 3, and divided by 11 is 13. Okay, so you're gonna find out, so 2860 equals 2 squared times 5 times 11 times 13, and times m, you need to have a number like a squared. So 5 need another 5, 11 need another 11, and 13 need another 13. So equals what? Equals 65 times 11, so equals 715. Okay, Jason, why 11 is not good enough? Because, 5 and 13 is kind of crying, like nobody want them, okay? So they're going to be left over and being lonely. So everybody needs to be having a paired. Understand, Oliver? They has to have a pair. Okay, so just to happen to got it to me, okay? Let me just give you a question, okay? So if you true understand it, because I think a lot of people doing really good for this question. I want to ask you, okay, I have a number 1800 times a number and equals a cube number. Okay, equals a square cube number. And what is the number of n? Please calculate it. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 1,800 equals 2, 900, and 2, 450, and 2, 225, and 5 and 45, and 5 and 9, and 3 and 3. Okay, so you can see 2 to the power cube, and 5 squared, and 3 squared equals a cube. So this time, because it's a cube number, so everything you need to have them as a 3, then it's 就要3口之家才完美，知道吧？那你看我们少了一个什么 ？We're missing 1 5 and we're missing 1 3. So n equals 15. Good job, Emily. Good job. Okay, for the people who's not still understand this one, I think I have explained it very clear enough. Okay, because if you want to make this one a squared, you need to have 2 squared times 5 squared times 11 squared times 13 squared, then you have this square number equals 2 times 5 times 11 times 13 and squared. Okay, so you can have, so whatever we have is 2 squared times 1 5 times 1 11 times 1 13. So obviously they're missing all of them. So just replacing this one with m. Okay, so now let's take a look at number 5. The product of the age of 3 boys is 210. The sum of their age is 18. Find the age of each boys. So I'm going to say there are 3 boys. So boys A and B and C equals 210. And A plus B plus C equals 18. Okay. Good job, Jason. Very good. Good job, Elaine. Okay, so I'm going to explain this one. Okay, so 210 divided by 3 equals 70. So divided by 7 equals 10, and divided by 2 equals 5, right? Okay, so you know 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. So if you take a look at this one times together equals 6, right? Because there are only 3 boys, not 4 boys. So 6, 5, and 7. If you're putting them together, 5 plus 6 plus 7 exactly equals 18. So the age of them will be 5, 6, and 7. Okay, get it? So now let's take a look at number 6. In 1997 ABC, what are the smallest possible value of ABC so that the number is divisible by 2, 3, 5, and 11? So what is the rule of 2? 2 is the last digit must be even. 3, each digit plus together must be divisible by 3. And 5 is the last digit must be 5 or 0. And 11 is zigzag. So each number like next to each other minus together and minus each other, the sum will be divisible by 11, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, we have 1997 ABC. What are the smallest possible value of A, B, and C so that the number is divisible by 2, 3, 5, and 11? So first of all, like before we know it, A, B, C must be 0. Since it can be divisible by 2 and 5 at the same time, it must be 10, right? It must be 0 at the last. Okay, so now let's take a look at 3 and 11. So 3 will be 11. So let's take a look at the 11 first. So it'll be 10 plus A, and this one will be 16 plus B. It minus each other, so 6 plus B minus A must be divisible by 11. Okay, and also I want to plus them all together. 17 plus 9 plus 7 plus A plus B equals 18 plus 8, 26 plus A plus B. Correct, everybody? Correct? Okay, so let's see. So if for this one, I want if b is 5 and a is 0. So it's divisible by 11, right? But you can see if this one is 5 and 0, so obviously it cannot be divisible by 3. So 1 and so a equals 1, b equals 0. So okay, so Oliver said a equals 1, b equals 0. Okay, so see, a equals 1, b equals 0, but 6 plus 1 minus 0, it can, oh, sorry, 0 minus 1, it cannot be divisible by 11. I don't think so. Let's see. 1997, and a equals 1, b equals 0, so it's like that. So 11. So will be 16. So 16 minus 3 equals 5. So Oliver, obviously this one's not right. Okay. So 1, 6. Okay, so let's see. So Elaine has gave me another one. Okay. Elaine said B equals 6, right? And A equals 1, right? Okay, so let's see. Very good. So obviously 6 plus 6 minus 1 equals 11. 11 could be divisible by 11. So at least this one's working. So let's see the next one, 6 and 0. So 26 plus 7 equals 33. 33 is divisible by 3. Okay, so Elaine, congratulations. 1997, 160. That is one of the answer. Good job. Correct? Okay, so that the number A equals 1, B equals 6, and C equals 0. Get it, everybody? Okay, so now let's take the number 7. How many numbers from 1 to 2008 are divisible by either 2, 5, or 7?
Can it be divisible by all of them?
Yeah. So I can't. 那你们再做一下。So let me ask you, how many number are divisible by 2? Is it 1000?
1004,
Very good. How many number are divisible by 5?
401,
Very good. How many numbers are divisible by 7? 286. Okay, so now we can find out what kind of number is divisible by 2 and 5, what kind of number is divisible by 2 and 7, what kind of number is divisible by 5 and 7. So you're just using 2008 divided by 10, 2008 divided by 14, and 2008 divided by 35. So this is actually something like that. Correct? So this one's 2,200, and this one's 143, and this one is 57. Okay, and I want you to calculate what kind of number can be both divisible by 2 and 5 and 7. So basically is what? Is 2008 divided by 70. Correct? So equals 28. So basically the answer is 2004 plus 401 plus 286 and minus 200 minus 143 and minus 57 and plus 28, because this is 1004, this is 401, this is 286, and this part is 143, and this part is 200, and this part is 57, and the middle one is 28. Get it, everybody? Okay, so it's like the Venn diagram, right? So let's take a look at number 8. Find the value. 有个地方不懂吗？
Wait, I have a question.
Hmm?
Aren't we supposed to be minus 28?
No, because 你在这里面多减了一次。
Oh, my bad.
Already minus 那个 28 for one more time. So you need to minus them. Okay, so let's take a look at number 8. Find the value of the m and n if m1998n is divisible by 9 and 11. Okay. Okay, so how do we do it? So M1998N is divisible by 9. So that means M plus N must be divisible by 9 as well, because you can see 1 plus 8 equals 999 都是9的倍数，对不对？那 M 加 N 只能等于9，那只能是什么？ M 不能等于0， so it's 1 plus 8, 2 plus 7, 3 plus 6, and 4 plus 5, and 5 plus 4, and 6 plus 3, and 7 plus 2, and 8 plus 1, and 9 plus 0. 是不是只有这么几种可能性？对不对？ Okay, so now let's take a look at this one, zigzag. So 1, 2. So 17 plus m minus 1, 2. 10 plus n must be divisible by 11. So it's 7 plus m minus n must be divisible by 11. So all you need to do is just to plus them together. So 7 plus 1 minus 8. Yes, 0 is divisible by any number. So 1, 1, 9, 9, 8. 8 is right answer. Correct, everybody? Okay, but is that all? I don't know. I can just plus them in as well. Okay, 小朋友们，我就在这里做了一个版。当 m equals 1的时候 n 等于8。那 m 等于2的时候呢 so 7 plus 2 minus 7. So this one I don't have to bother. It must be cannot be. 最后只要再试一下9加0。7加1，7加9减0，那肯定不行，对不对？那中间是不是有可能会出来一个什么？7加6减3也不行，7加8减1也不行。Okay, so that's the only one. So 1199. 1199. 998 is the only answer. So n equals 8 and m equals 1. Get it, everybody? Okay, so that's basically the answer for everything. 有些小朋友说啊 m 等于11不行了，对不对 ？m 因为 m 肯定是一个 one number. Get it, Elaine? It cannot be the double digit. Okay, so that's it. So our homework will be from all the way 1到8我们已经做了，对不对？ So actually there are only 1, 2, 3, 4. I think no, it's only 1, 2, 3. 只有9、10、11 3道题。是老师没有教过的 I want you to think about it. Like the last one, it's very easy because I want you to think about it. 7ab, 7ab, 7ab equals what? Equals 7ab times 1001, right? So you just to find out 1001 has the same factor of 143, then that's the same answer. Correct? Correct. That's the same thing as we did earlier. And if you want to have this six digit 115 ABCD is divisible by 36. So obviously they can be divisible by what?
2.
Maybe 4 and 9?
Yeah.
Because 4 and 9 are prime to each other. Because if you think 2 and 18, basically you're not doing anything because it could be 2 and 9. Right, so it's not good. So when you want to just to putting them like 36, we don't have that rule. Why 72? I'm using 8 and 9 because 8 and 9 are prime to each other, right? So 36 is equals 4 and 9. So basically, chapter you just to find out 15 A B C D is divisible by 4, and 15 A B C D is divisible by 9. Get it, everybody?
So we're just finding the prime numbers and then
Yeah,
yeah.
prime to each other. Okay, so number 9 is the same thing, like you just to find out from 1 to 2008. It's nothing hard. Okay, so I think this week it's not really hard, and next week we're going to do another classes with something like I'm making mistakes last week. Okay, Oliver, understand? So everybody, please do very well. And I'm starting this last week. I'm going to send the homework to the answer in the WeChat group. Then you can check which question you make mistakes and which question you don't understand, and you can ask me. Understood, everybody? Okay, so that's it for today's class, and we're gonna see each other next week. Okay, bye-bye.